I know what your guilty pleasure is. Real live drama on the screen. God Zeus's response to Trina B's son passing.
I'm like, well, damn, this is fucked up. All these trolls are like, it should have been you, Trina, or it should have been your son, or it should have been X, Y, and Z. And that's fucked up. But at the same time, then I hear a recording of him just 4 or 5 hours ago saying y'all should die, kids should die, y'all should be, y'all should. So then I'm just like, you know what, bitch, where do you find the inner lining to be able to try to have compassion when mother keeps showing y'all so many things to just be like, damn. So I get it. That's why I get where y'all coming from. So for me, I have the human side, but I'm also like, baby, when y'all going in and y'all being evil, I'm not even stopping y'all. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I'm on the fence. Like, I feel bad for the son, but Trina has, yeah, Capricorn. That's what I said, and it makes you move away from the sun and everything when you think about how nasty and how horrible Trina has said things about a multitude of people's children. It would, like I said, saying something nasty about saying someone's child, y'all gonna say, Robert, that's nasty regardless. Got it. That's how y'all feel. Because a lot of y'all who say that, y'all not in the hot seat. Y'all not us. Y'all are not me having bitches make fake documents. Y'all are not me having bitches say, we hope you get in the head. Y'all are not me. But it's easy for y'all to be like, damn, Robert, why respond looking like the Unabomber when these people have said all these horrible things because y'all value me? And I get that. You're like, damn, take the higher road. Usually I'm like, bitch, I'm going to take the higher road to hell. Fuck that. Because I'm the one receiving it, not y'all. But I get why y'all have that viewpoint as well. Y'all are the viewers and you're entitled to that. And I'll never be mad at y'all for that. But also try to put yourself in other people's shoes. So, like I said, Trina B is in my prayers halfway. And I hope this experience, and I would never wish a death. I'm going to say something. I know you can't tell someone how to react when you've heard them, but when you go dark, it's bad. I know, Shonifer. I know. I know. I know. But see, that's the thing, though. Y'all can't do that. Y'all can't say, well, Robert, these people are trying to hurt you. I exited the room because, exactly. You can't say, well, Robert, these people are trying to hurt you. Now that you're going dark, bitch, you're giving the Unabomber. These bitches know what I'm capable of. They know what my mouth is about. They want a reaction. And then when I do the reaction, it's all tears, bullying, harassment, all of these things. And it's like, this bitch is coming full force. Well, yeah, because those little games y'all play with each other, I don't do them with y'all. I will gag you emotionally, mentally, physically. I will say all the things that the other girls won't want to read, clear cut and concise. You want to talk about me? You want to talk about, as soon as Trina B do, that's the reason children, I exit. I do too. I do too. We need another lottery. Okay, so now that we got that out the way with the Trina B situation, let's move on. So I was minding my business on the Beagle streets. Y'all, we need 6K. Can we get a lottery, please? Can we get a lottery? We're still in the middle of a PK, y'all. We're still in the middle of a PK. It's minding my business on the Beagle streets. And all of a sudden, people were sliding stuff across my desk. And in the middle of sliding something across my desk, I then received I then received this document right here that TV Killer posted. Jack broke in her house. I don't know who Jack is. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get to the Cherry Charles, the bitch, which I believe is also karma too. We'll get there because I don't understand how y'all. Oh, you talking about Jackie? No, we're talking about Cherry Chuck Charles. We need a lottery. Karma's eating the girls up, and we haven't even finished the gagged tea sipper. We'll talk about it in a minute. We'll talk about it in a minute. That's the thing. We need a lottery, y'all. We need a lottery. This is an official PK as well. Thank you, Scorpio. Wait, Jackie broke into her own house? What did you say? Not again. Did you just say Jackie broke into her own house? Tea sipper, what? Fatty. Okay, somebody send me the... Again? When did it happen? Something happened to Cherry. Yes, Shonifer. We're going to talk about it. She busted the windows. We have the photos. Instagram. Instagram now, y'all. Today. Instagram. Oh my God, y'all's acting a fool. Okay, Instagram, please. I got a line of things to talk about. A few hours ago, oh Lord, Jack. Okay, send me the photos. Instagram, please. Yes, Mr. Kloss 123 is the Instagram. Beagle buzzing, child. Glass everywhere. Let's ride. Nasty word. Can I get a lottery, please? Hey, beauty queen. Can I get a lottery? The girls are cutting up. We need a lottery. We just got some tea to talk about. All right. Hold up, fatty pie. In the middle of minding my business, Noni had... Hold up. Come up here. Don't walk into my room. Come up here. Because nobody took it. Okay, what's the tea?
What's up, man?
Pause. We're going to pause all of our... What's the tea?
What you mean? What's the tea?
You know what you wanted to talk to me about. What tea and scoop do you have that was hot and piping on Precious?
On who?
Precious.
I never said I had no tea.
So if I
When did I tell you that?
go to our inbox right now and pull up these messages, it's not you typing telling me that you wanted how much for an interview.
I never told you that.
Okay.
You getting that from Low.
I'm not getting anything from Love. Put a period right there in the comments for me. Put a period right in my inbox for me right now.
Who, me?
Yeah. Go to inbox and just put a period right in my inbox.
I don't know how to do that.
Type my name up there.
I'm lost.
And it'll say message. And send me a message and just put a period. So I can skip the line. Why are you
Because
saying
you're getting that information. You're getting that information from Low. I
I'm
never
not getting any
said I got
information from
tea on
Love.
anybody.
I'm talking about our messages. You can do that, or I can just
No,
click your I can click. Listen, either you can do it now, or I can click our profile. We can just revisit it, and because the messages are there.
No, I never said no tea. I never said that to you, Robert. Come
Okay.
on, man.
Okay.
You already know.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna let you get back to your show though.
Okay. Can you do
All
me a
right,
favor? Can you go to inbox and put a period there, please?
I don't know how to do that.
When you drop the message, you don't know how to send a message now. It's okay. I got it. I'm gonna show it myself. Oh yeah, he lying caboodles. Now now he doesn't know. Now he doesn't know. Now he don't know what's going on. Now he don't know he wanted an interview and was like, how many dragons? And I was like, none. Nobody gives a fuck about Precious. But hi, Greensleaf. So in the midst of minding my business, Noni, according to TV Killer here, has put out a protective order on Lady B. Now, I can't read all of this. I went over to Noni myself. Yes, here it is. I went over to Noni's live myself just to get the tea, because I like to go straight to the source. So I went to Noni's live, and Lady B did not show up, and they still granted the protective order. Now, I don't know what Noni's shown, but let me read some of this to y'all. It's hard to read because it's cursive. Rakia, aka Lady B, is on an app I'm on called Bigo, where I am a host, and it's in cursive. She has been threatening me and my, I think his son, for almost 2 or 3 weeks. Something for my information and this, that, and on close to me information. She has said something then about me plus my father. I think she lied and made a something, and I something have his home Oh, something about her house being swatted. Swatted. I know I sound like Trina being pumpkin. She lied and said something about blah, blah, blah. And I would have my house swatted. This is, I don't know, it's cursive, so it's hard to read, y'all. And has paid things to where has my father are in, I'm sounding like Trina, because people have shot, they would come. I don't know what the fuck they're saying. This happened at blank little at my, I don't know. I am afraid of respondent. And then there is good cause for an emergency temporary order of protection because I don't know what she might do or have others do because of the live. There is to the Stali and continue talking about me. I am asking the court to order an ex parte emergency order of protection and order a full order of protection. And it was granted. I guess Lady B didn't show up to whatever was going on with him, and it was granted. So I went over to Noni's live. Fatty Pie is taking me out. Y'all is taking me out with these photos. So I went over to Noni's live and I said, Noni, why did you do an order of protection against Lady B? And she said, well, first of all, Robert, the order was granted. She didn't show up to court. Secondly, I did the order of protection because she talked about getting my house swatted or something to do with getting her house swatted. And she said, I don't know what her mental state of mind is. It didn't get sent to Lady B's correct address. Well, honey, you haven't sent me any beans, so I don't know what you're talking about. So don't comment, boo, unless you send me any beans. Share the live and tap the screen. Okay? Because maybe you didn't get sent to the right live. So I went over to Noni's thing and I asked her what would cause her to do that. And I said, well, Noni, why would you get an order of protection when people could say that you have said horrible things, that you have doxed, that you have put out threats, that you have responded to people, that you have said horrible. And she said, well, Robert, let me stop you there. Penny Young, I don't have attitude. Let me show you what an attitude looks like, bitch. An attitude looks like you sucking my dick from the back. Fuck out of my live. And throw bleach on your fucking eyes, bitch. Get the fuck out of my live. So I said, Noni, what would cause you to cause that during all of that? And she said, well, let me pause you there, Robert. She said, this has nothing to do with doxing. If it has anything to do with doxing, we can talk about doxing. But she said, I understand your point where people could say, Noni, you have said things, you have done horrible things. Why X, Y, and Z would you get an order of protection? She said that having her house swatted was being discussed somewhere within Lady B's live. She said that somewhere she doesn't know how far she will go. And basically what she said here is she doesn't know what she might do or have others do to her. Security, whoever's playing in my queue, can y'all kick them out? Please. If they get in my queue, just kick them out and give me the ID, please. I know y'all gonna work y'all set in the queue. So she was saying all of that and saying that Lady B was, going off and saying things and possibly talking about getting swatted or the house swatted or whatever it is and lied about so many things that she no longer felt safe. I'm in Lady B's room and she has said nothing of the sort. This is just what I'm repeating Noni says. So I have a question for the audience. With Noni saying she doesn't know what Lady B is capable of and swatting and things on the app, if y'all know Noni and you know Lady B, only if you know the two, do you think it was justified for Noni to try to get an order of protection against Lady B? Put a 1 if you do, and put a 2 if you think you're like, girl, really? Put a 1 if you think it's justified, and put a 2 if you're like, girl, really, girl? Really, Noni? Noni is a Karen. 2. Really, Noni, stop it. 2, 1. Okay, you guys are kind of split. Y'all kind of split in the subject. Okay. And then Noni said she's getting a paper trail just to begin the start of if she has to take further legal action. This is how I feel about it. Noni, you're full of shit. This is why you're full of shit, Noni. You talk about why press charges on someone that lives in another state and y'all won't even see each other. Hold up. Noni, you talk about consistently how Lady B is manic, frantic, going off, saying lies, talking a whole bunch of shit. You've seen Lady B make plenty of threats back to people who threaten her, or maybe she starts to threat X, Y, and Z. You've seen her do everything that she's done, and she's come at it with you and other people and said plenty of things, if not worse. I think you and I both know that it's just talking out of her ass. And whether it's a rebuttal or a response, I think, oh, here's Noni in the room. Hold up, Noni, because I'm going to finish my statement. I said you full of shit, Noni. I think you know is just talking out of her ass. I think you've seen her do the back and forth with people. I think that you know, and I'm here to listen. Okay, wait a minute, Noni. I think that you know in the back of your mind that that lady ain't really doing nothing but just talking and being what you call and others have called manic and frantic and X, Y, and Z. Now, while I think it's great to get a paper trail, so it was okay for Lady B to do it to Devon and now she's a victim. Sweet Simply, can you send a bean? While I think it's great to do a paper trail, I think it would be better if Noni did a paper trail for someone who attempted to work her, like show up to her house or get her fired, or if people actually called to the job and or sent someone an X, Y, and Z, then I would get a paper trail. I think Noni knows it's just the art of war. And I think, Noni, you have been on the app and the apps long enough, and I have seen you go back and forth and say a plenty of things to where it's like, girl, really? An order of protection against someone that you're calling manic and frantic? Girl, really? Please. Cut it out. Well, no, Simply Sweet, you don't have to go to the window, baby, because I'm blocking you, so you won't even be able to come back. And the window only lasts 10 minutes, you stupid bitch. See ya. Noni, I know you're in the room. Did you want to come up and say anything about the situation? We need 6,503, y'all. Did you want to come up and say anything about the situation? That's just what I think. I just think, and I like Noni, but I'm like, girl, no. Okay. That was just in my record. So Noni has filed it. It was granted, y'all. Now, she wouldn't come outside when Travel Bay pulled up at Noni's house, but will run straight to the police. I don't know anything about no Travel Bay pulling up to Noni's house. I don't know anything about that. All I'm saying is I'm just with y'all when it's like, Noni, really, girl? I was outside. But no, I mean, I kind of want you to come up and talk with the people, because I kind of want to hear what your response is. I know your edges have seen rain coming. I kind of want to hear your responses because, you know, some people were saying one and some people were saying two. And I'm just coming from the perspective of, if you're calling someone manic, that's like me filing a police report on somebody that I walk past every day to go to work, who be on the street screaming at cars. And then one day they turn to me and they start screaming and yelling my name out. You know what I'm saying? And then now when I start walking by every day at work, I'm like, oh, this bitch is calling my name, bitch. I gotta protect myself and get an order of protection just in case they try something one day. It's like, you know, the bitch is screaming at cars. You know, the bitch is doing X, Y, and Z. Lady B did the same thing to Devon. That's how they got the pics, because I was outside. Oh, I don't know. I just think if y'all calling people manic and frantic, I don't think you need to do all that. But once again, that's just my opinion. I'm not the one in the hot seat. Noni might feel differently. She might feel like this is enough for me to do X, Y, and Z. Also, she got you would have come off that porch. You would not come off that porch. Baby, you talking to her, but you haven't sent me no beans, my love, Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, when you send some beans, then we can figure out what you gonna come off of that mute. Because you typing away, addressing someone. Noni has sent me beans, so you don't get to talk to her. Yeah, figure that out. So I think, thank you, love. I think that's a little extra. I think it's not necessary. But I hear what y'all saying. Y'all saying Lady B did it to Von. Listen, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm not filing no report. I'm not doing anything with you bitches who threaten me and do all that. Bitch, I'm thorough. Just do it, bitch. You want to get it cracking, bitch? You show the fuck up and let's do it. Because my thing about it is, while I like Noni be talking her shit too. And Noni be in the paint. And Noni be motherfucking making threats, even if it's a response back. And Noni is one of the, from what I have learned, Noni is one of the original OGs about being in the shits and with the shits. I always think about the girls, and I don't know if you girls have filed police reports before, because I never have, because I don't deal with the police unless it's something serious. I don't think y'all should ever go and do police shit unless shit is police worthy. And bitches and popping their gums and making threats that are empty ain't enough for me to be like, bitch, I'm finna get the police involved. Because half you hoes on here just be talking out y'all ass. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. What y'all think? What y'all think? Because some of y'all was split between. Some of y'all were saying Noni should have did what she did. And some of y'all were saying, Noni, you doing too much. Y'all was split in between. Some of y'all, is there anybody up here who feels like Noni was justified? Was justified with what she was doing? I agree with you. I wouldn't cops unless I felt threatened. Well, I mean, she said that they were talking about swatting her house. Was it too much when Lady B did it? Naj, can I get a bean? Sister, can I get a bean? Well, the difference is I'm not too in-depth with the Lady B and Von stuff. I do know that there was stuff that was happening with Lady B's children when people were doing stuff. That is justified. So what my reasoning is thank you, citizen, not citizen being nice. My thought process is I'm only going to contact. I hear your question, Naja. Can I get a bean though? My thought process is, hey, Big Daddy Papo, hey, Rich Team, this is an official PK, y'all. My thought process is I'm not going to contact the police unless if Lady B actually had SWAT sent to her house, I think Noni would be in the green to do whatever she needs to do and contact whoever she needs to. If Von actually motherfucking showed up or popped out or called the police or whatever, I think Lady B would be in the right. But a lot of y'all just talk shit on here and pop your gums. So I don't think y'all really have a place to call the police, because a lot of y'all who calling the police and making police reports also sit in front of y'all screen and talk y'all shit too. And Noni, I know you're in the room. That applies to you as well. I ain't never called the police. I ain't never filed a police report up in here. And I've had bitches say they gonna in the motherfucking head and get me swatted and make me lose my job and move across the street and beat my ass. I've had motherfuckers show up to my house. But once again, that is me. I'm speaking for myself, and this is my opinion. Shevman, because some of y'all, Tori, you haven't sent me one bean, but you just be coming up in here. What's going on? Some of y'all have done more for less and called the police for less. So that's just that. So we will see how this progresses, because I do know that Noni said she's going to protect herself. And if something happens further, then she'll have it on paper. Now, let me say this. If something does happen further with anything related to Noni and Lady B's situation going on, official citizen, you want to get my good grace, send me an actor dine on that. If anything does happen and she has that paper trail, Noni's going to have every right to come back and be like, told you so. And God, Zeus, let me tell you something, motherfucker. This is why I did what I did. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shut my gay ass up. I'm gonna sit right here and I'm gonna shut the fuck. But until then, I need your WhatsApp. Just inbox me. Just inbox me for my WhatsApp. Okay, we need 5K. Let's get to our next hot topic because I know the girls wanted to talk. Our next hot topic is about Uncle Keys has been arrested yesterday for kidnapping. Yes, Keys to the Street. If anybody knows the name, a man by the name Uncle Keys. Unc Keys. He's been arrested for kidnapping. I've got his rap sheet right here. I'm about to read it to y'all. Unc Keys. Yes. And kidnapping. Yeah. Unc, the old man in Keys. Yeah. The one y'all know. Yeah. Yeah. You're messy. What you gonna do about it, bitch? Who is that? Child, my block list just opened up. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Invitation rejected. Okay, you weak ass. Shut the fuck up. Unless you come in here to suck. Exactly. You better type in them comments and decline the invitation. You scary punk ass. Talking about bye. That's what the fuck I thought. You knew better. I opened up my block list and all my real life fans come back from the motherfucking goddamn graveyard.